What's going on, everybody? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. Today I am posting a sub-Q, a subscriber question for you to ponder and let me know what you think in the comment section. So we're moving ahead. Technology is really advancing. Every 30 minutes a computer gets outdated, a phone gets turned into garbage, and you got to go spend $700 for another one. Look how fast we're moving ahead. It's actually really scary. When I showed my mom YouTube, she thought that was scary. To me, that's nothing. At the rate that technology is moving forward, it's phenomenal. And to me, it's a very, very exciting time to be alive. I would have hated it to be alive back in, well, I guess I can't say like 1850. I would have been in a lot of trouble. But back in the past, here in America, there was no technology. There was just basically books or maybe a radio if you were around during that time. And you really had to do things and use ingenuity to keep yourself sane and keep yourself excited. And you had to have friends with you and have family members there so you could constantly have conversations and enrich your mind. Now we've gotten to the point where you could basically stay inside your house and become the smartest person and still have a quasi-social life due to the internet and the advancement of technology. And to me, it's amazing. I would never tell anybody to do that. I think it's very unhealthy for you to stay in your house or stay downstairs and become an introvert and play video games and be on the computer constantly and turn into a vampire. It's very bad for you. So if that's what you're doing, please stop doing that now. Go outside, go to the park. Don't talk to any small children and just stay outside for a while. There's a lot of nice stuff going on outdoors. I want to ask you guys a question. Now, with the movement and the advancement of technology and video games, we've seen lots and lots of fads. We've seen the motion movement. We've seen the touch screens, which to me, these things feel like the spinning rims on cars. They just came and went. Nobody wants motion controls. Nobody wants to flip through their screen with their hand or, have a camera tracking their eye movement. To me, that's very, very gimmicky, and it does not feel like the true evolution of gaming. But I've been a gamer for a very, very long time, since probably 1984. And I've enjoyed it. And one thing I've always envisioned in my mind as the pinnacle of gaming, you ask yourself this before I say it. What is the pinnacle gaming experience? What is the one thing that you would always want to do in a game? Be in that world. If you could play it, name your favorite game right now. Yeah, that game. Now imagine being in that game. Would you be amazed? Would you be terrified? Would you be happy? Would you be in love? That's what going into a world actually is. It's not watching it from a third-person perspective or from a first-person perspective watching your television screen. You're actually in the world interacting with these characters, these enemies, these entities, whatever it may be. That is the true evolution of what gaming is. For you to completely embody and have full faith that what you're doing is real. And that, to me, is the true evolution of gaming. So my question that I'm posting to my friends out there, my family out there, in the YouTube world, you listening to this video right now, is VR, virtual reality, is this the precipice that we've always wanted? Is this the real crescendo of gaming? Is this the climax that we've always wanted as gamers? Are we finally approaching it? Could it be that within the next 5 years, the technology will exist that will allow you to throw on some glasses and walk into a world in your own living room? Sure, there's going to be some damaged furniture. Of course, there may be a broken television screen every now and then. You might even give your kid a black eye. But you were in that world, so it does not count. Well, it will count if you got to buy another TV. But the possibilities are endless of what can happen here. The thing that scares me is that whenever something is new, whenever something comes out and it's flashy and it's new and everybody's trying it, it becomes a fad. Yeah, I bought a Wii. I played Wii bowling and Wii sports, and I had a good time with it. But after a while, there was nothing left. It just became a shell of a game or a shell of an experience. To me, my Wii became a gimmick box. That's how I feel about it. Very few games came out on the Wii that I felt were full-fledged, actual games for hardcore gamers, just being honest. Now, with the advent of this virtual reality technology, and you got to keep one thing in mind. Everybody is doing this. Now, yeah, a few people tried the motion controls. PlayStation Move tried it. Xbox tried it with Kinect. And of course, the Nintendo Wii kind of originated the idea. But when you take into account that Samsung, that Oculus, that HoloLens, that PlayStation VR, that all these big companies and tech gurus are all jumping on this bandwagon, I think they all understand that this is not a gimmick. I think that they understand this is a gateway to our imagination. This could be that thing. Oculus Rift could be the thing. Imagine sitting on your couch in your living room, you pay a premium, and then you go on a field trip live. Or you visit a place across the country, and you can actually walk around with your controller, but you're actually looking with your eyes. Could you imagine that? Imagine if it ever got to the point where you're able to scan yourself in and maybe go on a blind date. Imagine that. Imagine, for me, the crescendo, the greatest moment would be to be able to walk into a gaming world that I absolutely love. To be able to walk into something like Mario 64, or something like The Last of Us, or something like Final Fantasy, or walk into the world of Shenmue. Walk into the world of, there's so many great games out there that people love, that I love. To be able to interact with them and become one with that world, to me, is truly the evolution of gaming. So my question to you, I know I did a lot of rambling. I'm feeling really good today, guys. I'm feeling great. And I'm doing a lot of talking. But my question is VR a gimmick? Or is it truly the evolution of gaming? You guys let me know in the comments. Be as real as you can with this. I want to know from your perspective what you think is going to happen here. Everybody seems to be betting that VR is going to be a big hit. And if it's able to convey that at some point in the future, I'd pay big bucks for it. Now, PSX just happened. They showed us some pretty lackluster VR games that look like crap, But the fact is, we're watching the screen. It's really hard for us to understand what that world really is with those glasses on. So, if you ask me, they showed it the wrong way. But if it's possible in the coming months and years to actually walk into a game world that we all know and love, I would pay. I would pay $500 for it. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Gimmick or Godsend? That's the question. Be sure to give a thumbs up and show support of the channel. That really helps my channel, guys. You have no idea how important that is and how helpful it is. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.